Hi Julie, thanks for meeting with me today.
Thank you for coming in.
Yeah. So we've got this really exciting new project. It's a family home south of Brisbane, new build. It's I guess a standard family home, but they want a sort of nice designer level to it, mid-budget range. We've obviously got to design all of the kitchen cabinetry, the cabinetry throughout, so the vanities, robes, etc. So we've come today to get the best sort of finishes and materials that will work for our clients. Just so you know, what we've done, a bit of background for this project is we've met with the clients and the owners already, and we do this standard for every project. We have a briefing template that we run to just in order to understand, what styles they like, how they live, what kind of colours they like. And with this one, they'd like to go for I guess more of a neutral, light, fresh, with a bit of timber grain sort of look. I did ask them whether they wanted to go for a darker versus a lighter sort of colour scheme, and in regards to the cabinetry. And what they did say was, with the darker cabinetry, they are a little bit concerned about fingerprints marking with their two littlies in the home. So can you tell me about an anti-fingerprint proof material that you may have?
Sure, yeah, so this is a great area to come to the Polytec Selection Studio. We've got everything on display, larger formats of completed cabinetry doors.
Oh, great. Okay.
So at any time, once we discuss what some options for your clients today, feel free to bring them into the studio. We'll walk around to the other area soon. Mm-hmm. But just getting back to your question about fingerprint technology, mm-hmm. we have a product called Vignette. There's a colour range from whites through to black.
Great. Yep.
So it's very, very easy to clean. So for your family that you're designing for, mm-hmm. this is going to be great on any sort of base cabinets, okay. where you would get most traffic, I suppose.
Okay.
Children in kitchens, things like that.
Yeah.
Children in sort of TV areas. It depends whether you're having handles or not.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes if you have Vignette, you don't need a handle, because when you're pushing to open or push to close mechanism, there's going to be no fingerprints.
And does it matter if a lighter colour is used or a darker colour is used, or the Vignette range just will hide most fingerprints regardless?
Yes.
Oh, good. Yes. So I could potentially take the approach of offering them a darker and a lighter option,
definitely,
knowing that there's anti-fingerprint.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. Great. Now, just another question before we start to have a look around. Mm-hmm. This family's they are sort of environmentally friendly and sustainability conscious.
Yes.
Can you tell me how Polytec, just so I can relay the information back to them, how Polytec, do they have Green Star ratings? How do they stack up in terms of being environmentally friendly today in Australia?
We have a lot of environmental policies in place. Mm-hmm. We actually manufacture the substrate, which is your MDF. So if I can go right back to the actual a company, a manufacturing facility is in Oberon in New South Wales. That's it's up near Katoomba in the Blue Mountains.
Oh, nice, beautiful.
So lovely area.
Yeah.
So Borg Manufacturing, which are the parent company of Polytec,
right.
we actually manufacture the substrates.
Okay.
We import decorative paper, which is then pressed onto the substrate, which is where you get your beautiful products from.
Yep. And Borg, it's Australian made, right? Australian
That's
made
right.
and owned.
Yes, by John and Michael Borg, two brothers who are joiners.
Great.
The company has been going for about 30 years now.
Yeah.
And they just reinvest into the company every year. There's nothing stands still. There's always a new idea being encompassed. The trees which we use to make the substrate are from a 100-kilometre radius from our Oberon plant. So we're keeping our carbon footprint as low as possible.
Great.
So we have trucks go out there every day to pick up the logs. They're brought back into our facility at Oberon.
Yeah.
We also have a water treatment plant. We capture the water from the wood chips, because it's Pinus radiata, which is the product, which is the tree that we use.
Right.
Yes. So once that is chipped, there's a lot of moisture comes out of there. So we capture that water. We recycle water. When we bought our Oberon facility, say some 10, 12 years ago, there was no gutters on it. So that's the first thing that we did. So we capture our rainfall water. We recycle water with our water treatment plant. We capture all of the water, all of our grey water from our offices.
Right.
wet areas and things like that. All of the dust which we capture from our, sort of the MDF dust that we capture from our other factories, yes. There's a lot of offcuts of vinyl, and when the board is trimmed and finished, all of those offcuts go back to our Oberon facility. They're made into briquettes, and we use them as fuel for our furnaces.
Oh wow, very tricky. Yeah, very good. I know our clients will be very interested in that. And so is there a Green Star rating?
Yes, we have global Green Star level A rating.
Level A, okay, I will let them know. So, okay, great. And just before we go off and have a look at some of the different products and what will work for this, just general warranties. Is there a standard?
7-year warranty?
7, okay,
yes,
great.
on all of our products.
Very good, and that's regardless of what finish and what
That's
profile,
right.
etc.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
very good to know. Okay, I know that Polytec has the best colour range. I love their colours. They're quite warm but yet contemporary. So for a home, that's perfect for our clients. So let's take a look at what colours would work for us and what finishes.
All right, let's do that.
Thank you, Julie. I think we're getting close to a final selection here now. Just to run over what we've done here. So we've got the Xenolith in the marble look that I'm going to use for the bench tops to the butler's pantry and the alfresco space.
Lovely.
I've got some options of the vignette here to show the client as opposed to the thermolaminated. Basically, we're doing a light coloured white kitchen with an off grey setback somehow, just to sort of contrast against the white, and bringing in darker tones just in smaller areas to the kickboards and potentially shadow lines or something, just to really bring in some contrast. We've got some laminated prime oak wood mat, open shelving and bench sheets located nearby. So essentially this is sort of the overall theme that we're doing. Thank you so much for your help and helping me get together all of the materials and the know-how and the all of the background information for me to pass on to the client. Thank you so much.
It's quite all right. You're quite welcome, and thank you for coming in. It's been lovely to meet you. Please let your clients know if they would like to see a larger sample, because sometimes it's a little bit difficult to get an idea as to what the actual grain looks like. We have completed sample doors here, all on display. Centre's open 7 days a week, and we have someone here at our studio from Monday to Friday who can direct them to where the actual products are.